Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, November 5th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Nalepa with your top headlines. Police in Hartford are investigating right now an overnight shooting that took place just after 2 a.m. So this happened on Dorothy Street, which is just off of Park Street and about 2 miles away from downtown. Police say a man in his 20s was shot and taken to the hospital, and we are told that he's expected to survive. Also, starting today, Connecticut is changing its policy on quarantine requirements for students who have been exposed to someone with COVID. Unvaccinated students can now stay in school instead of having to quarantine for 10 days, and all they have to do is watch for possible symptoms. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aya Galil explains why Governor Lamont announced this change and what it means for you and your family.
Major changes for Connecticut schools that mean less time quarantining and more time in the classroom.
You're never going to get the same experience online as you are in a classroom.
Under the Screen and Stay initiative, schools that choose to participate no longer have to send unvaccinated students or staff home if they're a close contact to a known COVID-19 case. Under this new policy, they can remain in school as long as they're wearing a mask and don't develop symptoms. Before the change, unvaccinated kids had to quarantine for up to 10 days after a close contact. Statewide policy already lets vaccinated students stay in class. The policy does not require testing, but public health officials say the spread of COVID in schools remains low in Connecticut. Similar programs have been effective in other states.
We even have data that came out from this summer of schools that did similar things to this, for example, in North Carolina, and had very, very low rates of transmission.
And breaking news right now on the fight against the coronavirus. Pfizer says its experimental COVID-19 pill is cutting hospitalization and death by 90%. The company says it will now be seeking emergency use authorization for this treatment. And residents and business owners in Vernon are now in a holding pattern. The Planning and Zoning Commission delayed a hearing that would help decide where retail cannabis shops can open. Now, one part of the proposal would allow the shops to be a minimum of 500 feet from a parochial or public school.
We want to protect our children. We want to advocate for them. Having any type of facility like this within 5,000 feet is problematic.
Honestly, the biggest concern for allowing cannabis retail businesses close to schools is the effect that it will have on youth's perception of harm of marijuana.
The Zoning Commission is considering a proposal that would allow 2 cannabis retailers in town. And we're told that the commission has pushed off the meeting to November 18th. Also this morning, a Naugatuck police officer is recovering in the hospital after he was struck by a hit-and-run driver in the area yesterday afternoon. Now, there are 3 suspects that police have in connection with this, and they will be in court this morning. Now, after the police officer was hit, there was a wild police chase that took place in several towns. So let's head over to Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Roger Suzanen, who has all the details on this developing story.
Investigators eventually recovered this handgun, cash, and enough illegal narcotics that the suspects in the car now face drug dealing charges. But the situation began with seemingly smaller stakes. Police say a Naugatuck officer interrupted a shoplifting suspect who was trying to get into a waiting Honda Ridgeline on New Haven Road. That suspect was arrested after a short foot pursuit, but as that was happening, investigators say the driver of the Honda took off. And a short time later, a different Naugatuck police officer who was working extra duty and was directing traffic on Main Street tried to stop the fleeing SUV. But eyewitnesses say the driver intentionally ran the officer over and just kept going. Incredibly, despite their injuries, the officer was able to radio for help, and Middlebury police officers and state police investigators joined the pursuit and eventually arrested the driver, identified as Stanton Trent, and the passenger, identified as Asia Paulin, in Middlebury. They both now face drug dealing charges, and Trent is also accused of assaulting a police officer.
All right, thanks, Roger. We are taking a look at it's daylight saving time is coming to an end. So the sun is up at 7:30 on Saturday. It sets at 5:38, but Sunday, 6:31. It sets at 4:37. That is early. Ooh. Yeah, coming into winter here. We are still in fall, though, but it felt like winter this morning. Don't forget, the clocks go back 1 hour Saturday night. All right, frost advisory in effect right now for the immediate shoreline. Our Doppler scans the state dry. Rolling out the bus. Get on the bus. Don't be late for the bus. The temperatures during lunch and recess only between 44 and 47 degrees. That's chilly, so a jacket is required or a heavy sweatshirt for lunch outside. Beautiful skyline in Old Saybrook this morning. A little bit of a breeze down there, making the temperatures feel a little bit cooler, but absolutely gorgeous this morning in Hartford. Now look at Hartford at Brainerd, 29 degrees. That is 7 degrees below average, so it's chilly. Yay! Yay! There's the Christmas tree in New Haven. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
Don't topple over.
Don't. No, it's how lovely are thy branches.
Oh, okay. Oh, last year we were saying
last year we don't topple over.
Yeah.
What a beauty it is this year, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Oh boy, I could look at that all day. All right, 23 in Litchfield. What's going on there? 23 degrees, 28 in Cromwell. 30 in Plainfield and West Haven at 33 degrees. All right, so the temperatures across the board. 27 in Willimantic and in Norwich. That's almost 10 degrees below average. 28 in Meriden, 28 in Danbury, 28 in Salisbury, 30 at Bradley. It's cool, it's cold, and the temperatures were basically flat from where we were yesterday, maybe up a degree or two in certain locations, but similar to yesterday. Now the temperature trend has been down 68, 60, 57, 53, 49. And today we're likely to climb into the low 50s, so we'll start moving back up. And there's that 51 by about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Abundant sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. More of the same for the immediate shoreline. Looks absolutely gorgeous. So here are your headlines. Clear and cold to start. Sunny today and cool. And the weekend looks good. All right, some scattered showers to the south and east of Connecticut, but we've got nothing here in our state, which is awesome. And according to early warning FUTURECAST, tomorrow's weather today, we don't really see anything. The only thing that changes is the timestamp in the upper right-hand portion of your screen through tomorrow. There will be a little bit more in the way of cloud coverage for Sunday. Let's bring that storm system close to Connecticut. This is Sunday morning. Some clouds filtering in, some mid to high level cloud coverage by Sunday evening, but no rain. It stays at bay. Abundant sunshine today. Temperatures in the upper 40s, low 50s. Chilly tonight. Yeah, you can expect more frost tonight through tomorrow morning, and then your 7-day forecast includes beautiful weather. Again, a little bit more in the way of cloud coverage on Sunday, but no big deal. 63 on Monday, 68 on Tuesday. That's nice. 63 on Wednesday and Thursday, 59 degrees. So abundant sunshine prevails basically through the weekend, with the exception of Sunday. A little bit more in the way of cloud coverage there. All right, that's a check of your early warning forecast. I hope you have a great, safe, and healthy weekend. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. And we'll see you tomorrow on Saturday morning. Isn't that right?
Yes.
And speaking of which, as we're talking about the weather and how cold it's already starting to feel, you know, it is the perfect time to start thinking about helping others stay warm this winter, in particular those in our state who are in need. So we are partnering up once again with Best Cleaners for our annual 3 Cares Coats for Connecticut drive. So all you have to do is drop off a gently used winter coat or coats you have. You can even buy some new coats as well. That's always welcome. Drop them off at any Best Cleaners until November 12th, where they will be cleaned and distributed to local families in our state who need them. It's a great cause. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on your Friday. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Be healthy, stay positive, and have a great weekend.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are, on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.